Your lesson essential question is, how do we use reasoning to tell if an event is happening in the AM or PM? So we're going to be using what we know to identify if events are happening in the AM or the PM. AM starts at 12 o'clock midnight and ends at 12 o'clock noon. So it starts when you're sleeping and it ends around lunchtime. PM starts at 12 o'clock noon and ends at midnight. So it starts around lunchtime and ends while you're sleeping. We use the terms AM and PM to tell about time. We use AM for morning times and PM for afternoon and evening times. So you might say you wake up at 8 AM and you go to bed at 8 PM. Take a look at this clock. This clock shows 8:20. We don't know if it's 8:20 AM or PM. It says, I eat breakfast. You eat breakfast at 8:20 AM. This clock says 11:45. We don't know if it's AM or PM, but if you look at the event, it says I eat lunch at school at, and it says 11:45. It's really close to noon, but it's still AM. In 15 minutes, it will be PM. This clock says 6:30. The event is eating dinner. You eat dinner in the evening, so that's PM. Let's talk about some events that might happen in the AM and the PM, or in both the AM and the PM. Morning is AM. In the morning, or the AM, you probably eat breakfast. You also probably take a shower. Evening is PM. In the PM, you probably eat dinner and read a bedtime story. Here are some things you do both in the AM and PM. Brush your teeth and probably wash your face. Let's try number 2 together. Would you do your homework in the AM or the PM? You do your homework after school in the afternoon, so it would be PM. Let's use what you learned last week and write 4:30 on this clock. We know the hour hand is the shorter one and it should point to the 4. 4:30 is 4:30, so my minute hand is going to go right in the middle at the 6. Now it's your turn to practice.